Couple sets up hidden camera in baby's room and are shocked by what they see. A couple from Belgium noticed that their 1-year-old child, Amy, cries a lot when she sleeps with them, but is a lot more quiet when she sleeps in another room with their dog. This led to them letting Amy sleep in that other room more often. At first glance, this seemed wonderful. They had a lot less restless nights, and they trusted their dog with their child, as he was always very caring and loyal. But it just didn't make any sense. What was going on in that room? Why was their daughter so quiet? The couple wanted to find out, so they installed a camera in the room, which would record during the night. When they found out what was going on, the mother started crying and her husband had to console her. Let's find out what they found on the camera footage. Continue on to the next page to find out more about this unusual story. The family's dog was a wonderful, loyal, and caring dog. He had gotten used to the presence of their newest family member pretty quickly, and he showed great affection towards the child. If anybody claims dogs can't feel empathy, you'll need to show them this dog. He did some amazing stuff that showed how much he cared for little Amy. For example, he would treat Amy like a little puppy. He would bring her his favorite toys and would constantly want to play with her. Whenever her parents took her to the bedroom, he would follow and stay on guard throughout the night. But what was most amazing was that Amy wouldn't cry when she was sleeping in the same room as the dog. Whenever Amy would cry during the day, the dog would do a little enthusiastic dance that would quickly turn Amy's crying into laughter. It was obvious that he loved the child. But when the couple found out what he was doing in the room while the humans were sleeping, they couldn't believe their eyes. The couple was extremely interested in what was going on in that bedroom, so they went to the store and bought a camera. It came with night vision, so it would be able to record throughout the night. They installed the camera in the bedroom and went to sleep. Little did they know that they were about to discover something unusual. When they woke up the next morning, they went about their usual business. They had a cup of coffee and fed their child. It had been another quiet night, without them having to wake up to comfort Amy. After breakfast, they decided to have a look at the footage to find out if anything had happened that night. They connected the camera to their family laptop and loaded the footage. Much of it was just images of the child and the dog sleeping. At one point the dog stood up and seemed to be on full alert. From the sounds of the footage, they could tell that this had been when one of them had gone to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. It took a while for them to find something unusual, but when they found it, the mother started crying. The unusual thing happened around 4:10 a.m. They could see their little Amy waking up from a deep sleep. She started to cry. The couple had no idea what was wrong, because she had been sleeping like a baby only moments earlier. But when they saw what the dog was doing, they couldn't believe their eyes. The dog had been fast asleep next to the bed, but was awakened by Amy's crying. He at first also didn't seem to know what was going on, so he did a quick check of the room. There seemed to be no danger. But still, the child was crying. What he did then was absolutely unbelievable. The dog approached Amy and stood on 2 legs. He placed both paws on the top of the bed and started licking and bumping his head into Amy's face. He was obviously trying to comfort her. And it worked. For a while, at least. Then the crying resumed. When the dog finally figured out why Amy was crying, he immediately took action. To the couple's surprise, their dog exited the room, leaving a crying Amy behind. They were confused. Surely, if Amy had continued crying for longer, they would have woken up. Then they saw the dog return to the room with something in his mouth. The couple were shocked to see what he was carrying. To everyone's surprise, the dog was carrying Amy's bottle. He had gone to the kitchen to fetch it after realizing that Amy had been hungry. The couple couldn't believe their eyes. Their dog still managed to surprise them, even after the long years that they had lived together. This was adorable. The dog went back up to the child and managed to get the bottle in her mouth. She eagerly sucked on it and drank the milk that it contained. The crying immediately stopped. The couple had suspected that the lack of crying during the night had had something to do with their dog, but they could have never come up with this. But it got even stranger. The mom decided to post a video of her dog feeding her child on the internet. It quickly went viral, with comments from all over the world. One comment in particular stood out. When the couple read the comment, they couldn't hide their surprise. The comment on Facebook was from an American woman who said that her dog had actually done similar things when her son was still a baby. Unfortunately, she never thought of capturing the touching moment on camera, so she was extremely glad to have seen the Belgian couple's video. The video reached a lot of people and showed them how much compassion man's best friend can show to small children. It's truly a heartwarming story of a dog and his love for a family member. No wonder that people all over the world love to have a pet around.